Video game. I see. Hey there, everyone, Scott playing test.smc, and yeah, game has picked up a lot these past few moments, hasn't it? Spinning boo wheel. Oh, check it. Oh, didn't notice. But wow, that was pretty good action that I had. I had all the right reaction. I was thrown off because there's not a ghost house intro. Just like straight up, yo, check out this sweet level. So is this a level that forces you to go in between? No, not really, but if you want to power up. But otherwise, it's, yo, check out the sweet timing of the sweet boo carousel, or boo wheel, as it's been called here in this slightly Game Boy paletted ghost house. Now that's a name to cry to your mother about for dissing you during recess. Oh boy, a mushroom, oh boy, doy, oh boy, finally a humidifier. Everything is so happy. I think scrolling will change speed. Yeah, like there's no way through it here. You do have to go in between the things. It's just sometimes it's just like here it's like you don't have a choice. You just find a way in between the thing. It's, you know, significantly easier to do when you're small, but even then doing it on the floor level or something is pretty easy. Like that, but doing it in midair, like, is not the easiest cantaloupe to break open, as they say. Unique stories, summoning up and forth, the question mark. Lighting your way across of Africa in the hopes of finding a meaning to the lost tongue of Rhinocerosville. And they say that one day a person will come that knows the meaning of the word fog is gone. On that day we will celebrate. It's pretty hard. No, there it was the same as last time. So, I don't know what I'm saying. It's so hard. I mean, it's so hard in certain situations, and that is a hard situation. There are easier situations though. But like I said, like if you're just walking, like if it's ground level, it's not that bad. When you're midair, it requires some good timing, honestly. Like it is entirely a timing challenge, and you need to be really confident in your ability to pull it off. This is an obstacle that will eat people who are uncertain alive. Oh, what? Well, there you go. That's why they give you a mushroom beforehand, I guess. Can't really, yeah, like, complain about lack of power-up or anything, because all things considered, like, you know, a power-up per section, to me, is, like, the default amount, so, you know, I can't complain there. No, that's just the reality of a universe that depends on eating vast quantities of mushrooms in order to stay healthy. Very assimilar to the world we live in, unless it's Halloween. So imagine a world where it's always Halloween, Hallows Eve, Hello Spectacle, the glasses of welcoming day. Now that's a holiday for everyone to have fun. The door was inside the ring. Oh jeez, I saw that goal there and I was like, whoa, alright, I'm happy. It turns out I could just tank everything though. Yeah, power-ups, I like them. I find that putting power-ups inside my mouth and not chewing, just letting their kind of simmer in there, is always a good time. Boo Boss 2! There's a second one all along. Wasn't totally suspicious when it was Boo Boss 1. What am I looking at here? Well, oh, okay, I see. So you can just do a little bit of that. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, and then he's gonna kick it somewhere and something cool, awesome, great's gonna happen. I mean, I was hoping for a power-up, personally. I mean, lots of coins is pretty fun, though. You can go to the bank and say, hey, bank teller, I got all these coins. This is not a Boo Boss at all! This is Killer No Floor Zone. Welcome, oh jeez, to the world where the floor is no more. created to control the ozone layer, and I ain't gonna have none of that. Okay, so you can just kind of hang forward. God, that's what I want to know. Holes! Human holes are always such a stressful part of the morning, I find. Because, you know, there's 3 of them? Wash. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take one ahead of time. So, F got caught in the same way as before. It just kind of takes you a minute. Yes, stay here, and then I'm so... Oh boy, I'm just gonna die until I get it, basically. Which, I mean, is not a unique concept. That happens a lot, but, you know. Like, I'm just gonna have, like, you can't really eyeball this. As far as you can tell, you just kind of need to figure out where it's safe, and oh well, actually at this point it gets a lot easier. I feel like it gets really confusing. Okay, so no point in picking up one ahead of time. Okay, no, yeah, it's memorization. I'm alright at that. There we go. And there we go. And there I had confidence in knowing that the holes would despawn, which is a weird concept once the ghost was gone. That is a weird, like, you can't just despawn an absence. A hole is not a thing. A hole is an absence of something. Well, there's no castle here, and it doesn't continue forward. I don't understand. Also, there wasn't, oh yeah, I guess there was a P-switch room at the start. Well, there's no castles here, it's just a pond, but I guess I'll presume. Oh, okay, so there's a level there anyways. Pretty mysterious. That sounds like, check out that sweet muncher. Yeah, I noticed that hole there in the bridge. Oh. There's nothing interesting to see, do not try to go inside, do not spin jump on the bridge. Oh, well, alright, well, get out. What? Look, guy, I've got these delicious cookies I want to sell you. Are you gonna deprive me the chance of selling you cookies? If you say no, I'm gonna find your septic tank and get at you from the inside. Let's go. That looks like a mushroom, but it's filled with spikes. It just wants to say hello. Dang, mushrooms always trying to strike a conversation while I'm trying to eat them. That's their natural sense of defense. That's a new Super Mario World, the Song of Regret. That's the name of the castle theme. I know, I am the OST manager. I just managed I didn't contribute anything to it, I was just managing. It was like, yeah, I am here, I am managing. See, it's the concept, just the word itself betrays that as a concept, as an adventure, a manager is, by definition, useless because its only purpose is to be. Basically, the history of managing, the first manager was just basically the first person who managed, see, that's the word, to convince a group of people that they were useless. Even though, you know, they were just basically hanging around. And just convinced that that was a desirable trait to have in their company or whatever. There's something really weird going on visually here. I love that. Wow. Oh, that's how they indicate current. That is amazing. This is amazing looking. But yeah, it's a current, like right now, I'm struggling to go to the left, and as you can see, there's not a whole lot of leftward motion going on, so we're just gonna take a bath and wash ourselves of all our sorrow. Make sure to use lots of soap if you traveled recently, because sands of time, dust, and particles like to hide inside our hair. It's just such a convenient place. I suppose, I don't know, I never asked one, like I just kinda My entire academic research paper here is basically entirely composed of things I'm just kind of assuming while watching things from afar. I think that I will be very successful in the upcoming years. Wow, that was a weird thing to say, Cow. Please don't say things like that. What am I? I'm Mario. I'm, you know, pudgy Italian, middle-aged man. Has a mustache. Dude's a big fan of November. And he has a hat. Oh, okay, so. No more current. No more books. No more. Ooh, they explode. They're proximity mushroom mines. Well, looks like we've learned something today, buddy. Don't get killed. That's very good, important knowledge to have. Yeah, you get smushed into the wall if you stay in the upper part. And weirdly enough, that's not a desirable state to be in. It took me 5 years in culinary school to learn that. So I just saved some of you 5 years of high-level education there. Reznor, you just literally spawned in. I am super digging this, though. This game has... I love its bosses, because it's weird Reznor fights. And I'm surprised by how safe just hanging out in this hallway is, considering you are just kind of hanging out in a tiny hallway. Reznors, like, they don't have peripheral visions, which means that they have a lot of trouble aiming directly in front of them. You say, but that's not what peripheral vision is. Well, Reznors also don't know what peripheral vision means. It's a big ol' extended psychomatic defect that just, you know, took over the entire species. It's pretty dramatic, so please don't make fun unless you like to make fun of dramatic things. Which, I mean, is not unheard of. Wow, a pathway that leads to a pipe. That's pretty controversial, friend. I don't know about that. The lack of music bothers me, though, so let's check it out. It's World 3! That Yoshi, man. I'm afraid. So let's have a little music test. Common song with weird instrumentation. World 3, Yoshi Clift and Periphery. Coming up next on Now Cow Plays a Video Game. Oh, owls.